Hello Lagos, welcome to your program Family Matters, coming to you live from 83.9 Limelight FM. On Family Matters, we pick an issue that we deal with in our homes and we try to provide solutions to them. So on today's edition, we will be talking about parenting. Parenting is the process of promoting and supporting the physical, emotional, social, financial, and intellectual development of a child from infancy to adulthood. We have a guest in the studio, Mr. Justin Njoku. He's a father and a medical doctor who works at Lagos University Teaching Hospital, and we shall be asking him the necessary questions we need to know about parenting. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you rightly said, my name is Justin Njoku, a medical doctor with the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, married to one wife and the father of two beautiful daughters.
Okay, when do you think parenting starts?
Parenting, I will say, starts as soon as conception takes place, because there's a feeling you have of a parent as soon as you are aware that you're already expectant of a child. So parenting starts as soon as conception takes place.
And what are the challenges of being a parent?
The challenges of being a parent are enormous, because I would say you have the psychological challenge, you have the physical challenge, you have the financial challenge. The challenges just come from the responsibilities of you being a father.
Among these challenges, which is the toughest that parents face?
Well, I would say all the challenges are tough, but let me single out this one. That is the psychological challenge. Psychological challenge in the sense that your mindset as soon as you have a child is tilted towards being a parent. In your plan, you think about your children, so you find yourself being a multitasking individual, thinking about your work, you're thinking about your family, and you're thinking about the future of your children. That's why you see a man who has a 1-year-old child thinking about 20 years from now, where will my child be? So the psychological challenge is the toughest for a parent. There are some times your child will come to you, or your child will just ask you a question, when life gets harsh on them and they want to get some explanations, and they look to you as a father, as a hero, as a mentor, to tell them something. Daddy, why is this thing happening like this? Or you see a child asking you a question, Daddy, why did this thing happen to people like this? And you don't know what to say. Like just the time my young daughter came back from school and was telling me that on her way back she saw a magazine with the front cover talking about war in Syria, and the way she said it, she said she saw a little girl crying, and she now asked me that, why do people fight wars? What do you expect to tell a child of that age? To tell her that some countries are greedy and they want to exploit other countries, or So sometimes you find it difficult to see your child looking helpless when he asks for some questions concerning life and you don't have the answer to give.
Is parenting easier for married couples than single parents?
Definitely, parenting will have to be much more easier for married couple than for single parent. Let's do this little arithmetic. A husband and wife, that's 2. A single, that's 1. If we are to fetch 20 buckets of water, and 2 of us have to fetch these buckets of water, each of us will carry 10. But if you will fetch the water alone, you're carrying 20 alone. It's not going to be easy for you. So parenting is much more easier when you're a married person.
Alright, there seems to be a new trend. We now have some people having kids without being married. What do you think about it?
Having kids without being married is something that has dominated the society these days, and I would say it's not a good trend, but there are some situations that permit that. For example, a girl who is raped and definitely don't want to marry the rapist, she will keep the child and she ends up becoming a single parent. Now, some youth in their youthful exuberance end up taking in and don't want to abort the child. It's commendable if they don't want to abort the child, but they end up becoming single parents. These two situations, I would say, somehow are permissive, but for the one that individuals will willingly say, I want to be a single parent. You find some people saying they are doing what they call it, contract marriages. I think it's that it promotes promiscuity. We're talking about fighting HIV/AIDS. You see, these kind of things are the ones that promote promiscuity. You see young people flirting, so the desire to be a single parent is not really good.
At this point, let's go for a musical break and hear what the late Christy Essien has to say about parenting.
Ọmọ mi ṣohun rere tí á dára o. Ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí á dára o. Ọmọ mi ṣohun rere tí á dára o. Ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí á dára o. Ìyá mi máa ṣohun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Bàbá mi máa ṣohun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Tọ́mọdé bá hùwà burúkú wá ní ìyá rẹ̀ lóko. Tọ́mọdé bá hùwà burúkú wá ní bàbá rẹ̀ lóko. Ìyá mi fọ̀nà tó dá mi láyé. Bàbá mi fi wá tó dá mi láyé. Ayé tí mo wà yìí kò máa yé mi o. Ẹ̀yin ni Ọlọ́run kejì mi láyé. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣohun rere tí wọ́n dára. Bàbá wa ẹ̀ ṣohun rere tí wọ́n dára.
Welcome back. You see on to 83.9 Limelight FM and we're talking about parenting. Our guest Mr. Justin Njoku is still with us and he's been enlightening us on the topic so far. So my next question is, as a parent, do you prefer your child attending a private or a public school?
No. I prefer my child attending a public school because attending a public school gives him the opportunity to mingle with the rich and the poor. It gives him or her the opportunity to mingle with the good, the bad. When he comes back home and sees the 1-2 things he has that his classmates don't have, he begins to appreciate life. And by the time individuals learn to appreciate life, the little things that they have, you see, life will become meaningful to them. And you find that children like this, who have understood the different perspectives of life, tend to appreciate life more.
Alright. Do you think parents have a role to play in the subject and career choices of their children?
Yes. Parents have a big role to play in the career choice of the children because parents are the number one guides to children. Because for example, my daughter now, I have known her from infancy. Even since she was in the womb, I have known her. And so growing up, I can see those tendencies which I believe she can perform well in it. So my own duty as a parent, as a father now, is to guide her. She may come and ask me, Daddy, if I study architecture, what are my chances in life? And I'll tell her. She may ask me, if I study political science, what are my chances in life? And I tell her. But I can't impose it to her by saying, I'm a doctor. You have to be a medical doctor, just like your father. No.
Alright, how much influence does religion play in a child upbringing?
Religion plays a very crucial role in the life of an individual because you find that in the book of Proverbs, it says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he won't depart from it. In Ephesians also, Ephesians 6 verse 1, it says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, for this is the first commandment with a promise. You see, these verses are actually guides to the upbringing of a child. When you are able to deposit into a child the virtues of your religion, the values of your religion, it helps the child, it immunes him when he's in the larger society. So in a time when a child is faced with some serious challenges in life and doesn't know the way forward to handle these things, the religion serves as a guide to him.
How does peer group influence a child's character mood?
It influences a child's character to a larger extent because as a father, I can't be with my 2 daughters for 24 hours. I go to work. their mother goes to work. The children go to school. So I drop them as early as 7:30, sometimes 7:40 something in school, and we pick them up by 2:30 or so. You see that period of time, I'm at the work, my wife is at work, the children are in school. We don't know what happens. They mingle with children. Children these days come with pornography in their phones. Children come with drugs to school. Children come with funny pictures. Children abuse jokingly. Maybe they're on the playground. Someone just abuses. Sometimes that's why, as a parent, you have to observe your children.
In what ways can a parent control such peer influence?
The Bible, I'll still go back to the question we talked about religion. Because to immune your child from the influence of the society, your religion plays a major point. And to fight against this peer pressure, because peer pressure is one of the greatest force working against a child. You have to notice changes in your child. You have to notice the way your child speaks. You have to notice the kind of friends your child keeps. If you have a son who keeps sagging his trousers, notice, you'll find that maybe one or two of his friends behave like that. So you have to be very observant as a parent. Any negative thing you see, you attack it immediately, because it is easier for you to bend a tree when it's young than when it becomes a full mature tree.
Now, how do you correct a child when it goes astray?
You can either correct a child by spanking a child, by your behavior or your attitude towards the child, or by advising the child.
Alright, for the final question, I'm curious to know, when does parenting end?
Parenting ending? that's a funny question. You can, it's just like you asking me, parenting ends when you die, because even when you're old, she calls and says, "Daddy, I don't understand." You say, "Oh, do this, do this." So you give it her advice. Is to show that you are still there. You are a parent. And even in the African traditional system, you find some people saying, our ancestors are angry with us. What is ancestor? Parents.
Thank you very much. Alright, you've had it all from our guests in the studio. Parenting does not end. So if you're a father or a mother out there, I hope you've learned a thing or two that will be beneficial to you. A big thank you to our guest, Mr. Justin Njoku, our production team, and of course you, the listeners. It has been a wonderful program because of you all. Keep a day with us same time next week on 83.9 Limelight FM for another edition of your program. I am your host, Okafo Favor. Bye for now.